My next guest has been described as one of the greatest soul voices of his generation. As the lead singer of Wet, 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 he achieved worldwide success in the 90s and in recent years has gone on to wide critical acclaim as a solo star. He's now back with an album of hope.
What you do to me, you don't have a clue. You can't tell what it's like to be me looking at you.
Please welcome Marti Pellow. Lovely to see you, Marti.
Thanks for having me.
Fresh from the West End stage, in a way. We've been on there again tonight because you're doing Blood Brothers at the moment.
Aye, I've been doing Blood Brothers. I did it in the West End, and I'm picking up the tour at the moment.
Yeah.
And, you know, we keep busy doing that, which is a fantastic show by Willie Russell.
It's brilliant.
It's phenomenal. You
And
know,
well, a phenomenon, too, running for so long.
Well, that's the beauty of his great writing, you know. He writes these wonderful pieces, and it's just... you know, I love going on and doing it. And it's a great cast, and it's a great ensemble piece. Fantastic.
What's the difference between the other ensemble piece, between being out with a band and being in a stage show? I mean, there must be a kind of...
Well, I thought when I first started doing musical theatre, you know, you end up doing 8 shows a week, so it was getting dangerously close to a real job. Dangerously close. But the discipline that's involved in it, and the sense of connection and love of the writing and the music and the you know, the live environment is something that I just seem to thrive in, Alan.
Is that been an influence in this new album, Hope?
Yes, it has.
What's behind it?
Well, when originally me and Bill Kenwright, who I've done a few shows for now, I did Jekyll and Hyde from Leslie Bricuss's piece.
Yeah.
And we decided to make an album because I've been doing musical theatre now for about 10 years. Chicago and other things, and I spent some time in Broadway doing shows there as well. Oh. And so it seemed nice for me to make a record for in that environment because so many people had seen me in musical theatre. I thought, let's have a little shot of that. So we cherry-picked songs from shows that we loved. Sunday in the Park, bless you. Sunday in the Park with George, and you know, and I did a song from Blood Brothers too, and just explore musical theatre because it came to me late in my career, and it's something that I seem to have a great passion for now.
It is. It's a wonderful night out going to a musical theatre.
Well, I love that whole environment where you get to see a show and you get to see it live, and it's beautiful. It really is.
We had a great sadness this week with the death of Reg Presley of the Trogs.
Indeed so, yes.
That wonderful song, which
I had a phenomenal success with Love Is All Around It, which was... And I remember the first time Reg came to hear it when we were in Glasgow and we were about to embark on a tour, and you know, we played the song from him, and the wee tear in his eye. I thought, oh, it wasn't that bad, was it? But it just goes to show you the beauty of that song. He wrote it in the 60s, and it's a song that's not about yesterday. Most importantly, it's about tomorrow, you know, as well. And it's a song that many people have embraced in their hearts, and it's a real testament to the beauty, not only as him as a singer-songwriter and as a person, but we have these beautiful songs to remember him by.
Well, as a tribute,
very special
tribute to you and to him, let's just hear a bit, because it is a cracking song.
Yes, please.
I feel it in my fingers.
I recognise that song.
I feel it in my toe. Love is all around.
The film helped, of course, you know.
Yeah, Richard Curtis is a big fan of that song too. He sent us several songs, and we picked that song, and we recorded the song, and we never really thought much more of it because, in fact, it isn't really in the movie. It's not in the movie.
Is it just on the soundtrack?
Yeah, on the soundtrack. Yeah, because we'd missed it because they had to do a re-edit or something at the Sundance Film Festival. But it seems it's so associated with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, a phenomenal movie, and the song just went from strength to strength. Yeah. Great days.
A bit like yourself. I mean, is this the way forward now? Is it, you know, musical theatre and then doing the albums that seem appropriate at the time?
Well, I just love to be able to keep busy, you know, and I think, you know, because I still have you know, I still sing with Wet, Wet, Wet occasionally when we can come out to play, you know? And because everybody has different projects they're working on and such like. So I would love to do some more work with Wet, Wet, Wet. I love the challenges that musical theatre brings. I just like to have an eclectic career and just keep pushing the boat out because I have a fan base that like to grow with me as an artist as well and allow me the luxury to do that.
Well, having spent 15 weeks at #1 with Love Is All Around, Marty obviously knows a thing or two about romantic songs. So with Valentine's Day just a week away, we thought he might be able to help us with a little project we're launching today, the Jukebox of Love. There we are.
Well, there you go.
Marty, we just want you to choose one favourite love song, and this was the one you chose. For those who don't recognise it, what is it and why did you choose it?
That's a song by Al Green, and it was written by a good friend of mine called Willie Mitchell. And I love Willie Mitchell. He taught me a lot as a singer.
And the title of the song?
It's called Let's Stay Together, and it's a great make-up song.
It's lovely. That's Marty's choice. It's lovely. You know, I'm there, Al Green. But we want to know what you would put on the perfect playlist of love. Email us on alan@itv.com or via our Facebook page. In the meantime, my thanks and good fortune to Marti Pellow. Thank you.
Oh, thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, we've put it off for long enough. It's time to meet the animal responsible for